The following portion of Good Day PA is sponsored by Schmidt-Kramer Injury Lawyers, a Dauphin County-based personal injury law firm. In this new monthly segment, Schmidt-Kramer will break down common legal questions, clear up misconceptions, and help us better understand our rights before problems arise. We're getting the law straight with Dial the Eights. Schmidt-Kramer partner Scott Cooper is with me. So what is one of the biggest frustrations you see people have when they call you after being injured?
Well, thanks for having me. Basically, one of the biggest frustrations is the surprise they have and shock when they have a claim. It's the worst, unfortunately, the worst day of their lives. They're injured or have a death in the family, and then you look at their insurance policy and they find out they have no coverage. Or they never purchased the coverage. And that's what we do, is try to find ways to get them the coverage, because the insurance companies, there's a reason why they write 40-page insurance policies. 3 pages gives you the coverage, 37 takes it away.
Loopholes, right? All the little loopholes.
Right.
Okay, so there's things we should know, like be educated in advance. So let's talk about 2026, because some new laws are going into effect in terms of driving, out on the road. So walk us through some of those.
So a few of that are brand new. That's called Paul Miller's Law. Paul Miller's Law actually went into effect partially last June. This year, what's going to happen starting June 2026 deals with handheld devices.
Okay.
Police officers can now ticket people $50. It's a summary offense. There's no points, but you could be pulled over literally for sitting at a red light holding your cell phone.
It's not fair.
More important,
It's not fair.
it's good for Apple CarPlay. One of the other things that's important with this law is that starting then, if you are convicted of homicide by vehicle due to distracted driving, you could possibly be sentenced to another 5 years in prison just for that.
Hey, put
So
the phone down.
that's one of the biggest problems with it. One of the biggest penalties. The second law is for motorcyclists. A lot of them wanted to be able to hear things. You can now wear headphones, either if you don't have a helmet, regular headphones, or put it inside your helmet. And there's special devices that motorcyclists would know about. The third one deals with schools, is that starting this year, if there's a gun-related issue or offense at a school, the school is required now to notify parents, caregivers, and teachers within 24 hours if it happens on the school grounds. Where in the past they were not required to do that.
Huh, interesting.
And one of the other, because we're dealing with winter and there's possible with snow, one law that went into effect a few years ago, but people don't realize its importance and that it actually exists, is that if there is a snowstorm and you're going to be driving on the roads, within 24 hours after, you have to make a reasonable effort to take the snow off the roof of your car, off of a tractor trailer, or even out of the back of the cab of a pickup truck. Which a lot of people forget.
Yeah, because it can blind other drivers as it blows around. Yeah.
Right.
And just finally, what separates you from other personal injury law firms? There are a lot of them out there.
We care. We listen. We talk to people. One of the things I always do is the first time I meet someone, it's like they're hurt, they're injured, they have questions. The last thing they want is me asking, what's your address? I could find that out. First thing I always say is, what questions do you have? What can I do for you? And that's what we do, is we're empathetic and we listen, and you talk to us, not a receptionist or anyone.
Very good. And 24/7. Right.
24/7. I give all my clients my cell phone. Sometimes I'll get text messages at 2 in the morning, and I keep in touch with them and call them on holidays and anytime you need me. Sometimes people get upset if they're with me that I'm returning calls at 6 in the morning. But
then they can be that person that needs to make that call the nenext time, right? Well, thank you. Good to see you. And we'll see you all here every month to bring us some more interesting things that really empower us by knowing these things. I think knowing them in advance, too.
It's important. People forget or don't know.
And honestly, I thought that snow thing, I thought that already was a law.
It is, but no one knows.
Nobody knows. Okay. All right. Good to have you. Thanks for being here. The previous portion of Good Day PA was sponsored by Schmidt-Kramer Injury Lawyers.